Welcome to Wayne Hills High School, where a huge crowd is gathered to take in one of New Jersey's greatest high school football rivalries. This is the MSG Network Tri-State Game of the Week. The 10th ranked and unbeaten Ramapo Green Raiders versus the undefeated Wayne Hills Patriots. Hi everyone, I'm Lou Brogno. It's a cold, crisp November evening here in northern New Jersey, but for the fans of Ramapo and Wayne Hills, it might as well be the middle of July. That's because the action on the field figures to be red hot as these two outstanding programs go head-to-head in one of the tri-state area's most intense high school football rivalries. Alongside on the call of the game, Jimmy Cavallo. And Jim, what an atmosphere. Divisional title on the line, and of course, lots of pride as well.
Yeah, what a great rivalry. You know, there's so many components that make up a great rivalry, and I think this game kind of embodies a lot of them. Two teams have to be great programs. Ramapo's won the last 2 state titles. Wayne Hills has won 8 of the last 10 divisions. You got to have a good competitive matchup. In the last 6 meetings, it's 3-all. And most importantly, proximity. Only about 5 miles separates these two schools. These kids have been squaring off since they're 7 years old in their respective Pop Warner football leagues. They know each other well.
A lot of outstanding players on the field tonight. You know, to stop Ramapo, you've got to slow down the Green Raiders' rushing attack. That's easier said than done. Their outstanding tailback, Josh Walkowitz, has rushed for over 350 yards the last 2 seasons against Wayne Hills.
It was in this game a year ago. Josh Walkowitz had his coming out party. Over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns in his first varsity start. He has not looked back since. Led him to the state final. This year, averaging well over 100 yards a game. 4 times this year, Josh Walkowitz has rushed for over 150 yards in the game. Josh carries the load for the Green Raiders.
And the Patriots counter with Mr. Unstoppable, a top 5 recruit who dominates the game on both sides of the line of scrimmage, All-Stater Greg Olson.
How many times in high school football do you game plan to stop the opposition's tight end? You have to do that when you take on Greg Olson and Wayne Hills. He can flat out catch the football. 6 touchdowns in his last 2 games on defense. He's just a terror, an absolute monster.
Well, the scene is set. You know, both of these teams have had this game circled on their schedule for quite some time. The opening kickoff is just moments away. Ramapo versus Wayne Hills. This is the MSG Network Tri-State Game of the Week.
You're watching Cablevision local programming. TV that's close to home.
Welcome back to Wayne Hills High School. Let's head down to the officials at midfield for the coin toss of today's big game.
We've got an official up top, Pat Pissarro. That means the clock is official. Don't ask us. We're going to point you right back up. Let's make sure the referees don't decide this game. Let's make sure the players decide it, okay? I got a coin. It's a silver dollar. The lady is the head. The wings are the tail. Who's going to call it for Ramapo? You're calling step up. Call while it's in the air. If I drop it, we do it again. Call while it's up. Heads. Call is a head. Toss is a tail. Okay, you want the ball? Which way do you want to kick? Let's turn around the way we're going to go.
Wayne Hills has won the toss.
Wayne Hills won the toss. They deferred, and Ramapo will get the football. Steve Tober is the 3rd member of our broadcast team. He's down on the sidelines. Let's go down to Steve.
Well, you know, the last 7 years, these two teams have entered this game undefeated. Since 1996, they've lost to no one else in the regular season than each other. But what are the game-breaking elements of tonight's game? In talking to both coaches, it's going to be the blocking of the offensive line. Of course, Wayne Hills wants to stop Josh Walkowitz, and Ramapo has to slow down Greg Olson. But can Wayne Hills block Jim Mishkani and Mike Sisler? That was a problem in the playoff final last December. Wayne Hills still leads 8-1 in the last 18 meetings. It should be a great one, guys. Enjoy the action. It's chilly, but it's nice and exciting down on the field. Let's send it back upstairs.
All right, Steve. And the head coach is very successful. The Ramapo head coach, Drew Gibbs, in his 2nd season, 19-0. He's yet to lose a game at the helm of the Green Raiders. Wayne Hills will tee it up. And the Wayne Hills coach, Chris Olson, in his 17th season, playoffs every year since 1991. Sectional final the last 5 years. It's an end-over-end kick. Walkowitz takes it, 20-yard line, cuts it in, and is banged down across the 30, and Ramapo will put it in play there.
There you see Walkowitz right away with the power. He'll get extra yards. So Wayne Hills will trot out with a 4-4 defense. 7 returners on this defense from Wayne Hills from a year ago. They'll have their work cut out for them, trying to stop Josh Walkowitz and this Ramapo offense. Multiple formation, single back offense for the Green Raiders.
Mike Sangiorgi, the starting quarterback for Ramapo, 797 yards, 50% passing efficiency on the year. Hands it up the middle. Tailback Josh Walkowitz carries the football for a short gain. The Ramapo backs and receivers, one change. Silverstein starts at fullback. Josh Walkowitz, the tailback. Kyle Roeder, Chris Arnold, the wide receivers. Of course, Sangiorgi, the quarterback. The offensive line, a good one, led by left tackle Justin King. Mike Sisler is your tight end. There's a look at Sangiorgi. 8 touchdown passes on the year, only 1 interception. Hands it off outside. Walkowitz gets outside, turns the corner, picks up a Ramapo. First down across the 50-yard line. Here's the Wayne Hills defense, giving up just 11 points per game. It's a tough defensive unit.
You can see the confidence they have in Josh Walkowitz. There's the defensive line. Olsen, Otterbein, Ogden, and Scolari for the Patriots. The linebackers, Pasafil, Adamo, Zambelli, and Chaz Lynn. And the secondary, Lynch, Monahan, and Bucci. They're outstanding. When you talk about confidence in a running back, 2nd down and 9, long yardage. Ramapo still goes to the featured tailback, and he picks it up.
1st and 10 for the Raiders in Wayne Hills territory at the 49-yard line. Just underway first quarter. Walkowitz gets the handoff and knifes through the defense for a couple of yards. And he has gotten the handoff every play so far. 1 minute gone by first quarter, and Ramapo marching early.
It's all Josh all the time right now, the super senior. What a combination of power and speed Josh Walkowitz has been for the Green Raiders. Just an outstanding player, and Chris Olsen knows they got to shut this kid down in a hurry, or the Wayne Hills Patriots will be in for a long night.
In a regular season matchup last year, he had 205 yards rushing against Wayne Hills. Here's the handoff. Guess who? Walkowitz turns it inside and picks up good yardage. That looks like it might be enough for another Ramapo first down. And Walkowitz, you saw there, he's got excellent speed, but tremendous cutting ability.
Talk about picking up right where you left off. Go back to the 2001 Group 3 state final, Wayne Hills and Ramapo. Wayne Hills up 10-7 in the 4th quarter. Ramapo goes on a 12-play, 80-yard drive, and in 10 of those plays, this man right here, Josh Walkowitz, carries the ball. 10 of 12 plays, he took it into the house. Ramapo was your state champion on that drive.
1st and 10 for the Raiders. Walkowitz off tackle, and he's banged down. Might have picked up a yard or so. Dave Adamo, who has 49 tackles on the year for Wayne Hills, made the stop from his linebacker slot. Pickup of a yard, 2nd down and 9.
You mentioned Adamo, one of the leading tacklers on this defense. Fast defense for Wayne Hills. And you see all the maroon hats right there, all to the ball. They shut that play down in a hurry. Leaves Ramapo in 2nd down and long. They hand it off last time they're in this situation. Let's see if they throw their first pass of the night.
2nd down, 9. There's the handoff. No, Walkowitz takes it off right tackle this time and picks up 2 yards or so. Nothing fancy here. One play, it's left tackle. Next play, they try the right side.
Yeah, they're showing Chris Olsen and the Patriots nothing but Josh Walkowitz, and a huge crowd on here at Wayne Hills. It's a Saturday night special in Wayne. These two schools separated only by about 5 miles. They are no strangers to one another. This is always the biggest game of the year in the NBIL.
As we mentioned, it's cold, it's crisp, temperature in the 30s tonight for this big game between two undefeated powerhouses. Silverstein in motion, and San Giorgi goes down. He wanted to throw a quick pass over the middle, but he is sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Big play by Wayne Hill.
Paul Ogden right there. Outstanding play by Ogden to shut it down. The senior, he knows he's playing his last regular season game versus the Green Raiders. Watch him come, bottom of your screen, slips through and takes the QB down before he had a time to throw the quick pass.
Kyle Roeder in punt formation for Ramapo on 4th down, and he gets into it. It's a high kick that is taken by Dallas Lynch, and he is crushed inside the 15-yard line, and Wayne Hills will put it in play there with 7:52 remaining first quarter. No score between Wayne Hills and Ramapo.
It's amazing to say that that sack by Ogden right there in a high school football game actually took Ramapo out of field goal range. But when you got a guy like Rick Crabman of Ramapo, he can kick the field goal.
There's a look at your Wayne Hills quarterback, senior Brendan Monahan, 57 out of 105 on the year, 12 touchdown passes, only 4 interceptions. So both of these quarterbacks have played very well. Good percentage of touchdowns to interceptions. Split backs behind Monahan on 1st down. They hand it. Oh, they go outside and getting to the corner and up the sidelines. Wow, great play by Wayne Hills. A bit of deception. Andrew Bucci carried the football.
Yeah, it looked like a sprint left, and Bucci in motion took the handoff, and he just took off. All kinds of running room for the Booch. That's the junior, top of your screen. He's in motion, takes the quick handoff, picks up the seal block on the outside, and look at him turn and burn, chewing up yardage on the Ramapo secondary. Big play has the Patriots at midfield.
Almost the entire Ramapo defense went towards the middle of the line. No one saw Bucci get the ball and go outside, including me.
Man, it looked like an arena football play right there. Bucci getting outside.
1st and 10 at midfield. This time, not much running room. Handoff comes around the right side. Dave Adamo carries for a short gain. Here's a look at your backs and receivers for Wayne Hills. Williams does not start. He is suffering from an injury this week, an ankle injury. Dave Adamo, Lynch, Bucci, and Olson. Here's the offensive line. It's a good one. Scolari, Welhorski, Nolan, Domicoli, and Otterbein. Mike Otterbein, the senior left tackle.
On that 1st down play, Mike Sisler, the outstanding defensive player for Ramapo, stops Wayne Hills for a 1-yard loss. He's a terror on the defensive side of Sisler at his defensive end spot.
5 minutes gone by, first quarter. Throw comes outside, caught. Catch made by Dallas Lynch, the senior wide receiver. That's his 19th catch of the season.
Tackled by Sean Nixon.
Here's the Ramapo defense up front. Sisler, King, Ishkanian, and Silverstein. Linebackers Donlin, Salinger, and Kyle Tinsley with 40 tackles on the year. And Roeder, Nixon, Ryan Williams, and Josh Walkowitz is the safety.
Watch this last play. And there's Silverstein, David Silverstein filling in for Recchione, putting the pressure on the QB, able to complete it. But Ramapo's got the play covered all the way. Sean Nixon, excellent coverage himself.
Whistles. The officials say that Wayne Hills has called timeout, so they use their first timeout of this first half. It comes with 6:14 remaining in the first quarter, no score.
What a fixture he is here at Wayne Hills. You see Chris Olson left side of your screen. 17th year at the helm of the Patriots. He's been a head coach at St. Cecilia, Bergenfield, East Side, and now Wayne Hills. And there's the 2nd-year man. Drew Gibbs is making it look easy, Lou. 19 victories in 19 tries as a head coach.
Let's go down to Steve Tober on the sideline. Steve?
You know, Lou, Ramapo not used to having their defense without outstanding middle linebacker Andrew Recchione. Andrew Salinger filling in admirably so far, but Recchione was the star of last December's state playoff victory for Ramapo over Wayne Hills. A concussion, his 7th of his career, has sidelined Recchione this evening.
All right, Steve, 3rd down and 5 for Wayne Hills in Ramapo territory. at the 44. It's tipped at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Coming the other way for Ramapo, the first big play of the game, first turnover of the game, and the Raiders have the football. Andrew Salinger with the pick for Ramapo off the deflection.
Pennies from heaven for Salinger. Good pursuit at the line, and the ball falls right into Salinger's hand. Look at the bull rush up front by the defensive line. Who gets their hand on that football, knocks it up and tips it away? Salinger, excellent concentration, sees the ball fall right into his pocket. First big turnover of the game, and the Ramapo offense is in business inside Wayne Hill's territory. Ball at the 43.
That's only the fifth time this season that Monahan has been picked. The pitch outside to Walkowitz, and he turns the corner again, gets inside the 30-yard line. Walkowitz has deceptive speed to the corner. He really turns on the jets when he makes that turn.
That is no small dude right there, 200 pounds too. And Drew Gibbs has seen him rumble his way for big yardage. Watch him. Little pitch out left. And Walkowitz turns the corner, and there's the speed as he turns it on. Then the power to run through a couple arm tackles straight ahead. Good yardage. And the ball now at the 30-yard line.
Mike Sangiorgi, the senior quarterback, barks the signals and gives to Walkowitz, who gets outside, bounces outside the defense, and then is strung out and brought down by Monahan. Nice play by the senior corner, Monahan.
Tackled by Bucci.
Kept Walkowitz from getting to that corner.
Flag on the play.
There's a flag down on the play.
For Josh Walkowitz, though, think he knew he'd be this much part of the game plan coming into the game tonight. Virtually every play running through Josh Walkowitz right now. This penalty looks like it's going to go against Wayne Hills. So Walkowitz and the Green Raiders will accept the penalty, and they'll be in business now. The ball will be spotted at the 20-yard line, first down on a face mask.
So Ramapo trying to take advantage of the turnover. They get another break here in this drive with 5:51 remaining.
Ball spotted on the Patriot 20.
You got to figure Ramapo's setting this defense up now, showing so many looks to Walkowitz. Maybe they're going to go play action and go up top.
Sangiorgi does exactly that. Looks to throw. He's in trouble. Gets away momentarily and then throws it out of bounds. Wayne Hills with a ferocious pass rush. Dave Adamo and Dan Scolari both coming in. Scolari coming into this game at 3 sacks on the season.
Sangiorgi is an efficient passer, 50%, 800 yards. He can find an open receiver. He's got 8 touchdown passes, and here's the play action. But look at the big fella right there. Greg Olson coming fast and furious. He does enough to break up the play, and then the cavalry comes through.
Twin receivers go to the left side, but they hand it off to Walkowitz. Looks to go that way. He turns the corner, now cuts it in and runs over a defender inside the 15-yard line. Well, he took on Ryan Mink, the right corner, and just bulldozed him.
Yeah, you know when you're playing that right corner, on the opposite side of the defense of Greg Olson, the ball's going to be coming your way. They're not going to try and run the ball right through Greg Olson in this defense. They will go his way once in a while, but more times than none, they're going to run in the other direction. Check out once again. Here's a little contact for you. What a good job there by the defender, taking him head on, Ryan Mink.
3rd down and about 4. And now whistle and timeout taken by Ramapo. They want to talk things over. Each team has used a timeout here in this first half. Both teams 7-0 coming in. Ramapo has just about run over the competition. The only tough games, 21-6 over Fairlawn, and then 20-8 win over Pascack Valley. But last year, the team went 12-0, Group 3 North 1 champions. These two programs have had tremendous success.
Yeah, Drew Gibbs has picked up right where Mike Mielo left off. And what an atmosphere here at Wayne Hills. Look at the crowd here on a Saturday night. You know, you play Saturday night,
It enables all the other schools that play it at 2 o'clock because of SATs to make their way over here. Clearly, in North Jersey, Lou, this is the main event.
Ramapo knocking on the door here with a 3rd down and 3. You know, something to keep in mind with Ramapo, they have an added weapon, a great field goal kicker in Ricky Krautman.
Rick the Kick is always looming when you get into the red zone.
Walkowitz gets it on a delayed handoff and then dives ahead. Looks like he will be short of 1st down yardage. So the first big decision of the game now for Ramapo.
Great job by number 72 on the defense, Mike Otterbein. He got penetration, and that really broke the whole play down. And on 4th down, the man you spoke about just a moment ago, Rick the Kick, Rick Krautman. One of the best kickers New Jersey has ever seen. 4 field goals on the year, and that number's only low because Ramapo has been so adept at scoring touchdowns. This guy just doesn't get enough opportunities.
And this will be about a 29-yard field goal attempt, well within his range. Snap is good, the kick is up, and it is drilled through the uprights. 4:45 remaining first quarter. Ramapo 3 and Wayne Hills nothing.
So after the big turnover to Ramapo faithful, they've traveled here in numbers themselves. They see their team cash in with a 3-0 lead. And what a weapon, Lou, that you could have such confidence that when the offense stalls in the red zone, you still come away with 3 points.
Ramapo taking advantage of a Wayne Hills mistake.
There's the tip along the line of scrimmage, and then the interception set the whole thing up. Salinger, Andrew picks it off, and then here's Krautman. This is like an extra point, 29 yards, as long as the execution is there with the snap and the hold. Rick Krautman will drill it through the uprights from that distance, and this is where he also adds another dimension. 18 touchbacks this year. You know, in high school football, you cannot run the ball out of the end zone. So if Rick Krautman puts his foot into it and the ball reaches the end zone, it's touchback city. No opportunity for a return.
And he tees it up at the 40-yard line. Ramapo has struck first. They have an early 3-0 lead. A little more than halfway through this first quarter.
Not a great time of the year for touchbacks. Temperature under 40 degrees. This one should stay in play. I stand corrected. Look where this one goes.
It goes through the end zone, and Wayne Hills will take it at the 20-yard line.
Lou, I would love to say that he had a huge gust of wind at his back, but the flags are pretty stagnant right now. That is just Rick the Kick right there. Look at the receivers. They go, you know what? It's like a center fielder watching one go. Gone, goodbye. Not even close. So right away, he just started the 20-yard line.
There's a look at Krautman on the sideline for the Green Raiders. 1st and 10, Wayne Hills at the 20-yard line. Patriots come up in the eye. Here's a pitch, and then cutting inside back in towards the Ramapo defense. Look to be Chaz Lynn on the carry. Again, Torrin Williams not in the backfield. They were not sure if he would play tonight, suffering an ankle injury last week, and he did not answer the bell.
Torrin Williams, a guy 991 yards. He would have went over 1,000 tonight. 12 touchdowns. Not in the lineup. That hurts, but Chaz Lynn is a guy they have a lot of confidence in. The junior, he's averaging 9 yards a carry, 3 touchdowns. His father, Johnny Lynn, defensive coordinator for Jim Fossil's New York Giants.
2nd down and 8. Just under 4 minutes left first quarter. Monahan on the run, delivers. It's caught, but a flag is down on the play. Dave Adamo made the catch. That would be his 12th reception of the year. But again, there's a flag down in the offensive backfield.
Yeah, this is going to be a holding. It's going to come back. So good connection there, Monahan to Adamo.
Receiver downfield
Oh, it's
on the
not
offense.
holding. You heard him, illegal receiver downfield.
So that'll wipe out that play and back the Patriots up.
As you see off the play action, Monahan lets it go. But somebody too far downfield. So the play is called back. They'll bring up a second down now. And 15.
Ball is moved back to the 17-yard line.
We'll call it second down and a long 13. Chris Olson been to 5 consecutive state finals, has not won one here at Wayne Hills. He won one with Bergenfield back in the early 80s.
Twin receivers to the right side. And Monahan calls the play at the line of scrimmage. Straight drop back. Now steps up, has time, goes deep, incomplete. Had a man open. Andrew Bucci running the post, but it was just slightly overthrown.
Is incomplete.
Well, what the coaching staff has got to be thinking now for Andrew Bucci, he's got to get 2 hands up there. Bucci just extended the one arm, but Monahan came oh so close to hitting his receiver in stride. Football, a game of inches. Watch this pass. This is a good ball thrown by Monahan. And we'll let Bucci off the hook there. That one was over his head. He's not going to get 2 hands on that one. Just like that. Nearly a connection.
Third down, 13 for Wayne Hills. Twin receivers this time come to the left side, and Monahan looking to throw that way. Now he's running away from pressure, takes off, going for that first down. He's got it and takes it out of bounds. So the Wayne Hills quarterback scrambles for first down yardage.
First down, Patriots.
What a commodity it is to have an outstanding athlete at the quarterback position. That's just what Chris Olson has in Brendan Monahan. Two-way player. He's got 4 interceptions on defense, and he knows when to run the football. Check him out. Hangs in there. Great protection by the offensive line. But when the play breaks down, look at him just beat the Ramapo defense to the spot. He will move the chains. First down for the Patriots.
First down at the 33-yard line. Here's the handoff to Bucci. And coming around the corner, he is really smashed.
Bucci on the carry.
And I hope Bucci's all right because he took to the air right there. Hopefully just had the wind knocked out of him. Take another look at this play once again. Andrew Bucci with some lead blockers, but watch the low hit. Bucci takes to the air, takes another hit. Comes down hard on his head and neck area. Man, scary looking play right there. Watch it from the reverse angle. Tough sport, the game of football. See Bucci get the left arm out.
A look at one of the defenders on the play, Kyle Roeder, right there.
Well, a good sign as it looks like Bucci is about to get up on the sidelines, or they're still working on him.
And he is getting up very slowly, but he does get up. And that is a great sign for Wayne Hills.
Glad to see that.
Let's go down to Steve Tober.
None of the Ramapo players on the far sideline here are underneath these great heaters, but the Ramapo Booster Club got approval from the athletic director here at Wayne Hills to bring in these great heating systems. I'm here with a young man. This is great underneath there, isn't it?
Yes, great.
I mean, you got to thank the boosters from Ramapo for keeping us warm.
Yeah, you got to thank them.
Mr. Krautman, I think, had something to do with this, right?
Yeah, he did.
Rick Krautman's dad and the boosters. Plenty warm down here, guys. I mean, it must be 70 degrees under this lamp. Let's send it back upstairs.
All right, Steve, we're jealous. It's about 30 degrees up here.
I wondered why I saw Rick Krautman sitting over there with his feet up.
Tackled by Salinger.
Handoff for a short gain, and Wayne Hills is looking at a third down and about 2 or so.
Third and about
Ball right
3.
across the 40-yard line. 2 minutes left first quarter. Ramapo 3, Wayne Hills nothing. Lou Brogno, Jimmy Cavallo, Steve Tober. Glad you could join us here on the MSG Tri-State Game of the Week. What a matchup. Both teams 7-0 on the year. Handoff goes off tackle, nothing doing. Chaz Lynn carried the football, but Ramapo played the run well.
Yeah, left side of that Ramapo defense there came fast and furious. All kinds of white hats in on the play. They shut it down in a hurry. There's Salinger and the boys doing a great job, and that'll bring in the punt team. Monahan is the punter for Wayne Hills, and he's an outstanding one. He could really get some off.
A lot of pressure from Ramapo. End over end kick. That Roeder takes it to 30. He cuts inside and gets up near the 40-yard line. So Ramapo will have very good field position to begin this drive. So far, they have had the better of the field position here in the first quarter.
Yeah, the defense has set it up. Shutting down the opposition. Standing room only here at Wayne Hills tonight. These two schools are the epitome of support. They are into their football at the community level. People love to come out. We arrived about 4 o'clock. People were tailgating, getting ready, talking up the game. This is the game.
1:09 remaining first quarter. First down 10, Ramapo. Here's the handoff. Walkowitz bounces outside and is strung down and corralled at about the 45-yard line. And he really does an outstanding job of reversing his field. That time he was running off tackle, Jim, and the hole was closed. He bounced out and went the complete opposite direction.
Yeah, a lot of running backs have the mental ability to make an adjustment on the play, but not too many running backs have the physical ability to be able to turn the corner quickly here and pick up the yardage. Look at him change direction and then turns it upfield and is able to pick up 6 yards on the play.
2nd and 4 from the 45-yard line. Walkowitz again. This time he will go down. Outstanding defensive play. Mike Otterbein, the senior defensive tackle. He got penetration and got him by the ankles.
Yeah, Otterbein now a couple times with good penetrations. Got to feel good for number 72, 6'2", 272 pounds. Coming at you, and Otterbein. Big play right there. Stopping the feature back. You see Otterbein, left side of your screen. Just fend off his blocker and get good penetration. Stop him for a loss.
Under 30 seconds now remaining first quarter. San George is back to throw, trying to set up a screen, and he is smothered and brought down. A huge loss on the play. He's finally brought down at the 25-yard line.
You know the strategy on a screen. The offensive line is going to release. But as you see San Giorgio, he didn't expect to see number 58 in his kitchen. Scolari just came so hard, did the captain.
The other quarter, guys.
That San Giorgio just didn't have time to have the confidence to let that screen pass go. He couldn't see anything because the pursuit was all over him.
And that's the end of the first quarter.
Watch the play again from the left side. Scolari and the boys take him down.
And
but the play of this half so far, Lou.
As we go to break, the score, Ramapo 3, Wayne Hills nothing. You're watching MSG Tri-State Game of the Week.
You're watching Cablevision local programming. TV that's close to home.
Welcome back to Wayne Hills. The punt by Ramapo and a fair catch called for by Chaz Lynn as the second quarter gets underway. Lou Brogno along with Jimmy Cavallo, Steve Tober on the sidelines. Glad you could join us for the MSG Tri-State Game of the Week. Ramapo 7-0, leading Wayne Hills, who is also 7-0 by the score of 3-0.
Well, the Wayne Hills offense still trying to get on track. And they knew they were going to be up against it. I'm sure Chris Olson told his guys, you got to step up. Other guys got to step up and find a way. Our primetime player, Torrin Williams, is out of the lineup. Somebody else has got to carry the load.
Here's a handoff on a delay. Lynn has an opening into the secondary, uses a great straight arm, and picks up a Wayne Hills first down in Ramapo territory.
Down by Ryan Williams.
Chaz Lynn has got speed.
First down, Patriots.
And you saw an example of it right there. Hasn't got many opportunities, has Chaz, but he makes the most of them, averaging 9 yards a carry. Look at him bounce outside and watch the stiff arm make Daddy proud right there. As Chaz Lynn moves it into Ramapo territory. at full speed. You see him coming right at you as Chaz down to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Patriots.
Inside handoff, Lynn right up the middle. He's at the 10, to the 5, touchdown, Wayne Hills.
Touchdown, Patriots.
Lou, it's Chaz's house now. 43 yards on that one, but give the O-line credit. They opened up the 2-hole in a big way. They sucked Ramapo outside, and Lynn with just a burst up the middle, untouched into the end zone.
A tremendous job by the offensive line to open up that hole.
Ramapo will attempt the extra point.
Adamo in to kick the extra point. Snap is good, kick is up, and it is good. 11:19 remaining 2nd quarter. Wayne Hills 7, Ramapo 3.
It's a fake sweep and straight up the gut they go with Lynn. And look, this is just speed outrunning the defense. They try to converge on him, but he just beats him to the spot. And Chaz Lynn puts the Wayne Hills Patriots on the board, coming right at you. Nothing but daylight. And Lynn puts up the first 6 points. The extra points make it 7. Yeah, you see Lynn with a little attitude there, too, as the Patriots break through, take their first lead of the ball game.
And a lot for the Wayne Hills cheerleaders to cheer that after that drive. Great job of execution by the Patriots, and some smiles on the sideline as well. Well, look at that. Look at Olsen right there. See, he looks like a football player, doesn't he?
That's a game face from the word go. What a great family tradition for the Olsens. Of course, Chris Olsen, a quarterback here for many years, playing for his father now in South Bend, the University of Notre Dame. He's the quarterback of the future for the Fighting Irish. The Olsens, Kevin Olsen, 8 years old, getting ready to take his turn. But right now, it's Greg Olsen. It's his world. He's got his ball club at 7-0.
Short kick goes out of bounds. Penalty flag thrown. And Ramapo probably will take this football at the 35-yard line. Again, they'll have good field position to start.
See the difference in the kicking game.
And they're not going to take it, Jim. They're going to make Wayne Hills re-kick. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty, and Wayne Hills will have to kick again. Ramapo feels confident about their return game. I think they can get better field position than that.
So Drew Gibbs knows they don't have a long kicker, so now you march the ball back. Drew Gibbs knows if his return man can field the ball at the 25-yard line, he feels they can put up more than 10 yards on the return. So he bypasses taking the ball to the 35-yard line and says, bring it to us again. We'll see what this will yield for Ramapo.
Andrew Bucci kicks off for Wayne Hills. It's a line drive kick. Walkowitz takes it and takes it right up the middle. Breaks into the coverage secondary. Almost got into the 50-yard line. So it does pay off for Ramapo. They gambled, and they get good field position.
Well, on a kickoff team, Lou, the last line of defense is the kicker, and that's just who made the tackle right there. It was Bucci, number 22.
Let's go down to Steve Tober. Steve?
Well, you know, guys, there's never a week like Ramapo week for Wayne Hills. Alicia, Jenny, Gabrielle, the captains and the Wayne Hills cheerleaders. Patriot Pete. Alicia, tell us about what happens during the week before the Ramapo game.
We've been working really hard, decorating the guys' houses, the locker room, getting excited for the game. Everything.
Just proper, like cheering, you know.
Now,
Making it fun for our players.
Jenny, you see a touchdown by Lynn there a moment ago. Really raises your spirits, doesn't it?
Yeah, the whole school got really excited. The crowd was going wild. Everyone was great.
But you want to break that 3-game losing streak against Ramapo, but then you know you'll probably meet him again in another month in the state final, so you got to get up for it again. But first you got to take care of business tonight, right?
Yep, we'll be ready. We're ready for anything.
All right, the Wayne Hills cheerleaders, the captains Alicia Susser, Jenny McKnight, and Gabrielle Brigarati. Back upstairs.
All right, Steve, and on the field, Josh Walkowitz is shaken up on the kickoff return.
Oh, man.
That's not good to see. Now, Walkowitz had a slight concussion last week against Northern Valley Demarest. He had only 3 carries in the game, and certainly Ramapo doesn't want to lose him.
See Greg Olson right there. Wayne Hills, give him a little tap on the head. These guys are no strangers. Walkowitz seems to be walking it off, seems to be the left leg. But it's the kickoff once again. Your kicker is Bucci, and this is number 22, comes up to make the tackle. God, he takes most of the punishment there, but you see Walkowitz's left leg gets rolled underneath the body of Bucci right there. And Walkowitz was in instant pain, so you're going to have to keep an eye on this. Talk about the feature back. Josh Walkowitz puts the word feature in feature back. I mean, this guy, everything runs through him. Green Raiders need him back in a big way.
And a whistle. Officials called timeout momentarily. Well, you know, Walkowitz, we saw him walk off the field with an injury here. We talked about his concussion. But, you know, he's also Mr. Laughs. He showed up at Fairlawn last week with his left arm in a sling. and all the Wayne Hills fans saw it, of course. Here's a long throw. San Giorgi going deep, incomplete. Here's the double coverage, and of course that raised a lot of eyebrows.
Yeah, that was a great story. Wayne Hills was scheduled to play Fairlawn on Saturday. They got on the buses on Saturday 11 a.m. All of a sudden Fairlawn calls and says, field's too wet, we can't play. What are you talking about? We're on the bus, we're dressed, said Chris Olsen. We got to play this game. Nope, got to play on Sunday. So on Sunday afternoon as they played the game, Ramapo's Josh Walkowitz shows up at the game in his sling. Of course, he caught the attention of all the Wayne Hills people, but soon they would find out he was just Josh. He was ready to go.
Man in motion, and here is the handoff, looking to get outside and turn in the corner, getting to the corner, and a nice run there by Gianluca. Now, he's an interesting story.
We'll just call him Luca for short. That's what he likes.
Luca Ragone, that's who it is, number 8. Last week he had 121 yards rushing in relief of Walkowitz in that game against Northern Valley Demarest.
That's right. Josh only with a few carries last week, so Luca Ragone comes in and picks right up. So they have confidence in Luca, and he knows the load might come his way now.
Get up, Chaz, get up!
3rd down and about 3. And off, Ragone, he gets outside, he picks up good yardage. Well, they're not missing a beat on these last 2 carries. Ragone looks terrific.
Brought down by
Lou, it's almost become a football cliche when you talk to head coaches, and when you talk to Drew Gibbs, Drew Gibbs says, we go as our offensive line goes. And you could see Luca here hitting the hole, and you got to give credit to the boys up front. King, Ishkanian, Luca, all the boys doing the job. Barcelona in there. First game back for Big Joe Barcelona. But Drew Gibbs says when you talk about his offensive line, it's plain, it's simple. If they play well, we win. If they don't play well, we're going to be in a dogfight.
Wayne Hills calls timeout as they want to talk about this rushing attack by Ramapo. And let's go down to Steve Tober.
Yeah, Lou, Josh Walkowitz having that left ankle taped, reinforced, and he says he's ready to go back in, so expect to see number 7 back on offense. He's doing some sprints down the far sideline. You can pick him up down there, but Josh is ready to get back in and get back in the action.
Well, you see him grimacing there, Lou, so he's not going to be 100%, so this is definitely going to be a factor.
1st down 10. And the handoff goes up the middle and breaking into the secondary. Ragone running hard, and he picks up excellent yardage. He was initially hit at the line of scrimmage, but went ahead for about 8 yards or so.
Well, maybe the best thing was Luka getting those reps a week ago, because he certainly looks ready to rock and roll as he hit the hole in a hurry. Picks up good yardage right there in the first down.
Jim, we know we saw Walkowitz grimacing before, but you know it's going to take an awful lot to keep him out of this game the rest of the way.
Yeah, tough as nails.
And less than a yard.
Pickup of 9 on that last carry. 2nd down and 1 for Ramapo. They trailed 7-3 with 10 minutes and 15 seconds remaining second quarter. One setback behind San Giorgi, and he hands it to Ragone, and he gets across the line of scrimmage and picks up a yard or so, and that's all they needed to get that first down. So Ramapo keeping it on the ground, but getting great execution at the line of scrimmage. And they're running it right at that Wayne Hills defense right now.
Yeah, Luca Ragone averaging 5 yards a carry on the season coming in. And lots the offensive line getting off the ball in a big way. And you see Luca Ragone just finding his way to the hole, picks up a first down, and Ramapo answering the call here after seeing Wayne Hills take the lead.
Ragone cuts this time and is brought down. A gang of Patriot tacklers on the play, led by Chris Zambelli, the junior inside linebacker coming into the game with 52 tackles. He plays the run very well.
And if you're Ramapo, the longer you see Josh Walkowitz on the sidelines, the longer you become concerned on a cold night like this when you talk about an ankle. And there he is back into the huddle. You don't want to let that ankle cool down. And you could, if you could see Josh, he's working that ankle right now. So they're going to throw him right back in the fire.
2nd down and 10. No gain on that last play. And they give it to Walkowitz. He tries to bounce outside, but he's not going to get there. First man to hit him was Chaz Lynn, and Paul Ogden finished up. It'll bring up a 3rd and long for the Green Raiders.
By Chaz Lynn.
Josh Walkowitz. Just an outstanding player. You talk about many years ago when these guys were just in 6th grade. The backfield for the Franklin Lakes squad was Walkowitz, San Giorgio, Recchione, and Joe Sandberg of Bergen Catholic taking on Greg Olson as a 6th grader in the little Pop Warner Super Bowl over here. That's how far back these guys go.
3rd down, 10. San Giorgio goes outside. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lynn, who read it beautifully. And Ramapo turns the ball over, and that's a scoop. That's only the 2nd interception this season thrown by San Giorgio.
Yeah, this is a ball he should not have thrown, and he probably knew it as soon as he released it. Chaz Lynn had position all the way in front of the intended receiver, Chris Arnold. And San Giorgio lets it fly. Watch San Giorgio's got his eyes locked in on the receiver, but look at where Chaz Lynn is. He's right there. He's trying to force that ball in, and with a guy with the speed of Chaz Lynn, it's a good thing that one didn't go the other way for a long way.
1st down, 10. Here's the handoff to Lynn. He bounces outside, breaks one tackle, and picks up 1st down yardage for Wayne Hills as he gets across the 35.
And Lou, you could feel the storyline building now for Wayne Hills and Chris Olson. Chaz Lynn, the junior, filling in for the feature back, and right now it's all going the way for Chaz Lynn. He's really got it going on both sides of the ball. And you got to figure the Patriots are going to try and stick it in his gut here and see what else he has.
Wayne Hills offensively averaging 39 points per game. This is a high-powered offensive machine. They're starting to get that ground game going now. 1st down, 10. Football at the 36-yard line. Outside handoff, Lynn, and he runs into a tackler, but picks up about 5 yards on the carry.
So, we spoke about Greg Olson. Outstanding player. Guy's going to write his own ticket. 4 of his 5 visits have been Notre Dame, will be Notre Dame, Michigan, Tennessee, and Miami. And this is Greg Olson, the tight end, blocking. Pancake City right there. That's him as a blocker. You know at some point during this game they're going to go tight end around and give the ball to Greg Olson. 6 touchdowns in his last 2 games. He's got the best hands on the field, too.
Up the middle, Lynn. Close to first down yardage. Bangs across the 45.
And Lou, you almost have to figure in this chess game we're seeing here, boy, Greg Olson hasn't touched the ball yet on offense. Here we are, 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. And you got to figure his dad, Chris Olson, is setting Ramapo up here for the big fella, 6'4", 250 pounds, to get the football. 6'5", 6'6", they call him. Big player.
Just saw Olson there. And last week, he had a quiet first half against Fairlawn, but in the second half, he took over. In fact, Fairlawn coach Greg Tanzer said he was the difference. Fairlawn, of course, had a big lead in that game, and Wayne Hills came back to win. And Olson did a big part of that in the second half.
See the play. Here's the Linster going through the hole. Nearly fumbles the football. Great job getting that second hand in there and covering up. Chaz Lynn will learn from that. As you're going through the point of attack, you got to cover that ball with both hands. So Monahan and the Patriots now see the ball at their own 46-yard line. And Lou, you mentioned that victory a week ago against Fairlawn, down 28-7 in the ball game. What a wake-up call they got. They score the next 37 points and win it 37-28. 44-28. Game like that is one of those character builders. You trail 28-7. Didn't look good for Chris Olson and the boys on the road. But they put a 37 spot on Fairlawn and shut them out from that point on in the ball game.
That was midway in the second quarter. Fairlawn had that big lead. And Wayne Hills stormed back in the second half. As we mentioned, Olson took over the game.
They've had a couple of character wins this year as Chris Olson and Wayne Hills. They trailed Mainland, a team out of South Jersey, one of the favorites to win Group 3 in the South. They trailed them 21-7. Came back to win 25-24.
Third down, less than 1 for the Patriots. At the 46-yard line, they go off tackle. A big surge at the line of scrimmage by that big offensive line. Adamo carried the football, and they may measure again to see if they picked it up.
Yeah, look at Dave, the captain. He knows he's going to move the chains right there. 5'9", 190 pounds. That's not going to be their strength. A 3rd and 1, 4th and 1 situation. The offensive line has not been the strongest point for Wayne Hills this year. You know, it's one of those years in high school football. Had a lot of guys graduate, move a lot of guys in and out. So on 3rd and 1, they go to Super Dave, and he just gets the first down. So they're just kind of piecing this offensive line together, trying to get them to play as a unit.
1st and 10, 47-yard line. Man in motion, and here's some play action from Monahan. Rolls out, right side. He's going deep for the big tight end, Olson, and it's intercepted. Threw into coverage, and it was picked off by Roeder, the left corner.
Monahan's pass intended for Olson.
So Ramapo takes over after the turnover.
There is a flag.
Well, Kyle Roeder was just playing center field. There is a flag down on the play, so we'll see what the officials have to say. As there's the first attempt to go to Greg Olson. Let's take a listen.
We have 2 fouls on the play. The first one's an eligible receiver. That's going to be declined. But we've got a push on the run back on White. We're going to enforce that.
Ineligible receiver downfield against the Patriots.
So obviously Ramapo, they declined the penalty. They want the ball. But then on the run back, a penalty, and here's your interception.
See Chris Olson talking to Frank Scolari. Monahan, you know, when you got a guy 6'6", sometimes you just throw it up there, a la Randy Moss. But this time, you see Kyle just playing center field. Watch Greg Olson come off the line right here. Once he releases, just going to try and present himself as a big target. This is where he's at his best. He'll just box you out like a basketball player, get position, and try and get those big paws of his on the football. But Ramapo had the play defended well. Lots of guys deep in the secondary.
5:52 remaining, second quarter. 7-3, Wayne Hills. Handoff comes up the middle.
Ragone on the
It's
carry.
Ragone who carries this time.
Brought down
Ragone
by
did a good
Greg
job in
Olson.
relief of Walkowitz on that last series.
Yeah, Walkowitz once again starts this series out on the sidelines. 5:30 to go.
Play, second and
So it's
9.
Luca Ragone in there. As you look at Greg Olson, I mentioned the schools he'll visit. Notre Dame, where his brother is. How'd you like to see the Olson brothers playing for Notre Dame? Chris Olson to Greg Olson, touchdown. How'd you like to see that in South Bend?
San Giorgi looking to throw, in trouble, releases, intercepted. And coming the other way is Chaz Lynn, up the sideline, makes a cut, touchdown, Wayne Hills.
And Georgie's pass is intercepted by Chaz Lynn. Touchdown, Patriots.
I mentioned it's Chaz World now. Chaz Lynn is putting on a show on Saturday night in Wayne Hills. Just watches the ball right into his hands, picks it up on the turf, uses good hands to pick this one off. This is a ball San Giorgi just should not have thrown. And once Chaz Lynn picks it off, he takes it to the
Monahan
Dion
will
School
hold.
of Defending. He's thinking end zone all the way,
the
takes
extra
it to the
point.
house.
Adamo in to kick the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. 5:02
The kick is
remaining,
good.
second quarter. Wayne Hills 14,
Patriots 14.
Ramapo 3.
Raiders 3.
Take another look at this one. San Giorgi trying to go deep. Throws this ball right into coverage under duress. Look at the hands right here. Goes down and gets it. And once he catches it, he's thinking nothing. But I got to take this one the distance. Picks up a couple blocks by Olson into the end zone. And look at Chaz Lynn. He's enjoying himself now, the junior. Outstanding defensive player. Chaz Lynn with his second touchdown of the night. First one on defense, this one on offense.
Pucci's kickoff.
Well, neither one of these quarterbacks coming in had thrown a lot of interceptions this season, but tonight the defensive pressure applied by both teams has caused them to make mistakes.
Hey, he better be a good defender. His father's a defensive coordinator for the Giants. I mean, you can't go home and say, I didn't have a good game defensively, Dad. I mean, defense is in the blood in the Lynn family. So Drew Gibbs got to be concerned now, Lou. His quarterback has thrown a couple bad interceptions, and he's got his primetime back. Josh Walkowitz a little banged up. His team has lost its rhythm here that they established earlier in this ball game. And right now, 14-3, Wayne Hills and Greg Olson trying to get the boys jacked up are seemingly in control, and it's all started by their defense.
Short kick. Fielded at the 15. And up near the 30-yard line, Ragone carries the football.
A host of flags come in. Sorry, Lou.
Tackled by
Flags
Jim
on the play.
Papa.
Ramapo will have the football. Under 5 minutes remaining.
Flag on the play.
5-yard face mask on the defense. It'll be first down white.
And tacked on to the end of the play, a 5-yard incidental face mask. Here comes Mike San Giorgi, who just threw that last interception. Comes back into the Ramapo huddle. Ramapo has a 23-game winning streak. Their last loss was to Wayne Hills in 2000.
It was here on a night like tonight. In that game, Wayne Hills jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Only see Ramapo come back and make it a close one.
Pass incomplete. It'll be second down and 10.
They beat them 24-21 for the league crown. But of course, Ramapo and Mike Miele would come back and win the state title in 2000. Up 7-6 was Wayne Hills with 4 minutes left, but Ramapo finds a way and wins it 14-7. Once again, last year in the state final, Wayne Hills was up 10-7, only to see Ramapo come back with a big 80-yard drive, and Walkowitz carries the load, and they win that ball game 14-10.
On a 2nd and 10, it's a draw play and not much.
It's Walkowitz, so good to see him back in there.
Walkowitz on the carry.
Walkowitz carried Mike Otterbein on the tackle, but a short pickup, and Ramapo faced with a 3rd down and about 9. And it's a tough night to throw the football. We mentioned it's cold and crisp temperature. I'd say it's probably in the low 30s at this point. Fumble on the snap. It's picked up by San Giorgi, but that'll kill this particular drive, and Ramapo will have to kick the ball away.
Mike San Giorgi is having his troubles right now. He's going to have a second half of football to try and right the ship. Take another look. It's on the exchange.
4th and 9.
San Giorgi just loses the handle. Fortunately for Ramapo, bounces right back up towards Mike.
Deep for the Patriots.
High end over end kick. Chaz Lynn fumble. Ball loose. Ramapo says they've got it, and they do. So Wayne Hills coughs up the ball, and Ramapo gets a big break in Patriot territory at the 37.
Well, Chaz Lynn, we mentioned what a good night he's having, but Chris Olsen knows this was a ball he should have signaled fair catch for, because he left himself wide open for Andrew Salinger to take an open shot on him.
By the Raiders.
Watch how close Salinger is right here, and he puts a licking on Chaz Lynn right there. That's an easy target for a defender. You got a wide open shot. Lynn there, oh, he is just smoked by Salinger right there. That's a ball he should have signaled fair catch for.
1st and 10 from the 37, and Ragone looks to turn the corner, picks up a couple. 3:27 remaining here in the 2nd quarter, and Ramapo looking to take advantage of a Wayne Hills mistake. If they can put the ball in the end zone here before the end of the half, well, we'll have ourselves quite a game heading into the 2nd half.
Turnovers have been at the top of the list in this game, both these teams with 2 apiece. And Ramapo right now looking to get the all-important points off a turnover and take some little juice into the locker room themselves.
2nd down and 8 from the 35-yard line. Play action, San Giorgi on the run. He whips it outside, catch made. But Wayne Hills plays it very well. Brian Carroll, fullback, on the reception.
Tackled by Papashill.
So San Giorgi, nice job right there getting his confidence back. You see he's feeling some heat. Watch 34, Chris Zambelli's all over him. But good, strong arm throw right there by San Giorgi. Threads it right into the gut of Carroll. And brings up a 3rd down and short. This is Walkowitz country right here. You know this is 2-down territory for Ramapo with 3:19 to go. If Walkowitz doesn't get it here, they'll try it again.
Movement on the line of scrimmage, and flags fly. They did not pick up the 1st down yardage on the run by Walkowitz, but again, there was a lot of movement on the line.
Question is, were they enticed? And yes, the verdict is it's against Ramapo. Take a listen.
We have illegal motion on the wide receiver on White.
So the penalty goes against the Green Raiders. That'll back them up 5.
Motion against the Raiders.
Really takes Ramapo out of their element right here. You have a 3rd down and a long 2, maybe 3. Now it's going to make a 3rd and 8. This is 2-down territory. I'm sure Chris Olsen's going to back them up.
Well, you know, interesting decision here by Wayne Hills. Now they're going to take them back because they didn't make the 1st down yardage, but they will bring them back.
Illegal motion on the wide receiver. Replay 3rd down.
So let's see if Drew Gibbs goes to the air here. Ball's on the 35-yard line.
And the clock ticking down. 3 minutes left. Now Ramapo calls timeout.
Timeout Raiders.
2:59 remaining here in this second quarter, and they trail by the score of 14-3.
Senior bench
Ramapo defeated Wayne Hills twice last year, 14-10 in the Group 3 final, 31-21 in the regular season. Drew Gibbs has not lost as head coach of Ramapo. He's 19-0. What a start to your coaching career.
Just an amazing story for Drew Gibbs and Ramapo. Drew Gibbs spent 10 years as the offensive coordinator for Chuck Johnson and Ridgewood. Well, when opportunity knocked as Mike Mielo moved on to Rutgers to be on the staff with Greg Schiano, Drew Gibbs took over. You know, what an opening act. 12-0, a perfect season, a state championship as Ramapo went back-to-back. But this is the year 2002, and two teams, Wayne Hills as the Patriot cheerleaders entertaining the crowd. They've seen their club go to 7-0, but Ramapo's also 7-0 as we bring up 3rd and 7.
Walkowitz looking to get outside, cuts it in, great cut, has the first down and then dives across the 25-yard line. A great cut by Walkowitz.
Well, that's the man right there, 3rd and 8. But the guy that starts is number 40. Watch Silberstein. Watch David, number 40 right there. Seals off the outside. Pancake block right there. And Josh turns it upfield. And that is pure greatness right there when you got a back that can get you a 3rd and 8 via the ground game.
1st and 10, Ramapo at the 25-yard line. Silverstein in motion. Walkowitz the handoff. Looking to get outside. Not this time. Olson tracks him down from behind. Greg Olson coming into the game. 46 tackles. He is a defensive force from that defensive end position.
Yeah, we mentioned they're not going to run his way often. And this is a perfect example why. The whole package is Greg Olson. Big, strong, and fast. And watch the long arm of the law, number 4 in your program for Wayne Hills. Watch him go at it. Just gets his containment, sprints to the outside. See ya. Smokes the ball carrier right there.
A loss of a yard on the play. 2nd and about 11. Walkowitz off tackle, puts his head down, and picks up a couple of yards as he gets inside the 25. But it will bring up 3rd down and long, and we are inside 2 minutes left, first half.
Good hole by the right side of that offensive line for Ramapo, but Chris Zambelli, linebacker for Wayne Hills, came up and made a big tackle because Walkowitz was just about to get the legs churning. So Zambelli fills it right there, and that is no easy task, a one-on-one tackle with Josh Walkowitz.
Ramapo calls timeout, so they want to talk it over. This is a big play to keep this drive alive. Wayne Hills trailed 3-0 early in this game, then came back to take the lead 7-3. The interception return for the touchdown by Lynn has given them a 14-3 cushion.
And 4 turnovers in the ball game, and these guys have played so many exciting games. You mentioned the 2 state finals. Wayne Hills had leads in the 4th quarter. And in these parts of North Jersey, when they talk about Wayne Hills, a team that's won 8 of the last 10 league titles, but has found the sticking point being the state final. They've lost 5 consecutive state finals. You can look at it on one hand. They've gone to 5 consecutive state finals, but they've lost them. 3 of them have been by 7 points or less. Chris Olson's club has been slugging it out in that final, but yet to find a victory. This just might be the year.
3rd and 8 from the 23. San Giorgi hit as he released. Dan Chilleri coming in on the play, the senior defensive end. And it makes it 4th down, and that'll bring in Krautman. He'll try a long field goal.
Well, Dan the man is the captain for one reason, making plays like this. Look at him fight off his blocker with a swim move, comes in and puts all kinds of pressure on the QB. And now here's Krautman. This one from 39 yards.
Troutman last year, 81 points, a Bergen County kicking record. And flags fly. Let's go down to Steve Tober, who's got some info for us. Steve?
Well, Rick Troutman is being heavily recruited by the likes of Syracuse, San Diego State, University of Connecticut, Hofstra. The list goes on and on. The young man broke Anthony Picnio's state career point record of 192. He has 230 career points. And now this is certainly well within his range. Rick Troutman, one of the most heavily recruited place kickers in the entire United States.
All right, Steve, offside penalty against Wayne Hills. So it will make it a 34-yard field goal now. Snap good, kick is up, and it is plenty long enough, and good. So Troutman drills a 34-yard field goal. And it's now 14-6 Wayne Hills.
Kicking field goals out in San Diego. That sounds appealing, does it not? Not too
right
bad.
About now, it sounds great.
Rick the Kick, never letting anybody down. So consistent. What an aberration it is to have a kicker as such a weapon at the high school level. A kicker who's so ingrained in the game plan. When you got a game plan against him, Chris Olsen knows a guy like that can hurt you. Chris also knows if they would try a field goal from 55 yards, which means the ball will be at the 47, as long as Rick Troutman reaches the end zone, the ball's going to go all the way back to the 20 as a touchback. Watch him just put his foot into this one. The penalty meant nothing. Let's face it, the distance is never an issue for Troutman until you get up to the 50-yard marker. Just drills it right there.
There's a look at Troutman, who will kick it off with 1:29 remaining here in this first half.
So the return guys for Wayne Hills, they can only hope that Rick doesn't get a full piece of it. Maybe the ball will catch a little air.
He drills a long kick into the end zone and out. Wayne Hills will take over at the 20-yard line.
Did I say hope or no hope? That's waiting for something that's just not going to come. So they'll start at the 20 here, 1:29. Let's see what the game plan will be for Chris Olsen and his staff. Will they try a couple plays here and see if they can chew up some yardage that'll put them in business, or will they take their 14-6 lead and 8-point cushion into the half?
Both teams coming in 7-0 on the year. And this is one of those games we talked about in the open. You circle this game on your schedule. This is the game you look at all season long. Running some option is Brendan Monahan. And he picks up short yardage, maybe 2 or so on the play.
Tackled by Tinsley.
It'll be second down and about 7. They picked up 3 on the last play.
Wayne Hills.
On the play, 2nd and
1
7.
minute left. First half.
Wayne Hills might be just looking to run it out now as the clock rolls on, coming up on 50 seconds.
Chaz Lynn upended in the backfield. Short pickup on the play. Another good play by Salinger. Andrew Salinger has played a solid defensive first half.
Tackled by Salinger.
Pretty safe play, putting the ball in the hands of Chaz Lynn. With speed like that, you never know. Block here, block there, break a tackle, he might be gone. But now at the clock down to 20 seconds. Don't want any big mistakes here. This looks to be the last play of the first half. Looks like Wayne Hills will take their 8-point lead into the half.
Monahan turns around, takes a quick peek at the clock, hands it up the middle to Lynn, who gets outside. Chaz Lynn, it's a foot race. He's at the 40, to the 30. Lynn still on the feet, and he's in. Touchdown, Wayne Hills.
Look at the clock, Lou. It reads 000 as Chaz Lynn plays his own version of Beat the Clock. He had to go one place, and that was into the end zone, because if he was tackled, the half was over. Chaz Lynn beats the clock.
Wayne Hills was looking to run the clock out, and Lynn got outside. He turned on that sprinter speed, and what a big, big play for the Patriots.
On a hand,
David Adamo is in to kick the extra
Adamo
point.
will attempt the extra point.
Kick is up. It is good.
The kick is good.
And the first half has come to an end.
Patriots 21.
Lou, here's your strategy if you're Wayne Hills. Why take a knee? Chris Olsen's thinking, when I got a guy like Chaz Lynn, maybe if I put it in his hands, he breaks a couple tackles. That's just what Chaz Lynn did. It was a foot race, and Chaz Lynn is going to win this foot race.
And your score at the half is Wayne Hills 21, Ramapo 6. You're watching the MSG Tri-State Game of the Week. Welcome back to Wayne Hills High School, where the Patriots lead Ramapo by the score of 21-6 here at the half. Lou Brogno along with Jimmy Cavallo, Steve Tober. Glad you could join us here on the MSG Tri-State Game of the Week and on Cablevision Sports as well. Let's take a look at the first half statistics in this big game between two undefeated teams. And there you see the rushing yardage. Wayne Hills, 219 yards on the ground. Neither team's been able to pass the ball effectively, and Wayne Hills has owned the game in total yardage, 225 to just 100 for Ramapo. The key stat, though, turnovers, 2 for each team.
Yeah, 4 turnovers in the ball game, and Wayne Hills rushing, most of them coming on big plays by Chaz Lynn. Running the football, 219 yards. Talk about the highlights. They start with Ramapo's defense. Watch Justin King get his big pull up in the air as the pass is tipped up in the air, and it falls into the hands of Salinger. That would lead to a field goal.
And Ramapo had a 3-0 lead. Ricky Krautman comes in and boots it through. The first of 2 field goals in the first half. And Ramapo sitting on top by 3. But then the fireworks started for Wayne Hills. It was a Chaz Lynn highlight reel in that first half.
Yeah, it came in as the backup tailback, filling in for an injured prime timer, but Chaz Lynn, first quarter, straight up the gut, goes untouched, and Chaz Lynn shows was just beginning. Now on defense, watch San Giorgio Mike throw this one, ill-advised pass. Chaz Lynn picks it off the turf. He's thinking nothing about a touchdown here, takes it into the house, and then the backbreaker. Seconds left in the half. It's a risk-reward situation. The risk is he might fumble. The reward is he might find the seam, and the fastest man on the field will take it the distance. The clock read 000, and Chaz Lynn goes the distance.
And our score at the half is Wayne Hills 21, Ramapo 6. We'll be back with second half action in just a moment. You're watching the MSG Tri-State Game of the Week.
You're watching Cablevision local programming. TV that's close to home.
Ready for second half action here at Wayne Hills High School in northern New Jersey. And the Patriots of Wayne Hills lead Ramapo by the score of 21-6. Lou Brogno, Jimmy Cavallo, and Steve Tober. Glad you could join us on the MSG Tri-State Game of the Week and on Cablevision Sports as well. Ramapo kicks off to begin the second half. High kick taken inside the 5-yard line to the 10 and then banged down across the 20-yard line. So Wayne Hills will put it in play there. And Wayne Hills enjoying that long touchdown run by Chaz Lynn to end the first half. And they're up by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that put a little cushion in this ball game for the Patriots. And now Wayne Hills gets the ball to start the second half. So Ramapo, they'll ask their defense to hold them here and give their offense a chance.
1st and 10, Wayne Hills at the 23-yard line. Handoff comes outside Bucci, and he picks up a couple of yards as he spins across the 25.
Taken down by Roeder.
Pickup of about 4 or so. Second down and 6 coming up for the Patriots. Wayne Hills has lost 3 straight to Ramapo and 2 straight finals. So you know that they certainly want to win this game tonight, and right now they're in good shape, but a long way to go.
It's really a series that goes back and forth. Last 17 meetings, Wayne Hills with a 9-8 advantage. You talk about the last 6 meetings, it's 3-3. Ramapo won the last 3, as you said, Lou, but before that, Wayne Hills had won the previous 3.
Handoff goes up the middle. Chaz Lynn carried the football for about 2 yards.
Taken down by Dunlin.
Actually, he got more than that, got about 3 on the play. So 3rd down and 1 coming up for Wayne Hills.
So Chris Olson now asks his offensive line to get a good push off the ball and try and prevent his offense from going 3 and out. As you see the QB barking out his signals. Brendan Monahan, the 6'2 senior.
And up the middle, Lynn carries, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped. Good defensive penetration by the Green Raiders. In on the play, Kyle Tinsley. Tinsley coming in with 40 tackles on the season, 32 of those solo. He does an outstanding job from his outside linebacker position.
Silberstein, number 40, filling in for Andrew Recchione, the outstanding middle linebacker. And watch the ball carrier, Chaz, wrapped up by Silberstein, and Silberstein pulls him back down using his strength right there. And this stretch of the chain will show that they are a full yard short of the first down. So in a field position game, Wayne Hills will punt the football. Short yardage, some of the toughest yards for Wayne Hills to pick up. They don't have a big bruising back out of that backfield, and their offensive line is not one of the signature offensive lines Wayne Hills has seen.
Adamo into kick. And Kyle Roeder back deep. There's the kick. Actually, it's Monahan, Brendan Monahan punting the football. And it's a short kick off the side of his foot. And Ramapo will have excellent field position to begin their first drive of the second half. They trail 21-6.
Can't ask for anything better out of your defense if you're the Green Raiders or Ramapo. They stop the offense on a 3 and out and then put some pressure on Brendan Monahan. He shanks the punt, and don't look now, but Ramapo takes over at the Wayne Hills 40-yard line. Take another look. Here's some of the pursuit straight up the gut. Monahan had to rush it off the side of his foot. Looks like no contact there. Nevertheless, it's Green Raiders football at the 40.
Silverstein in motion, and the handoff comes outside to Luca Ragone, who is in there in relief of Josh Walkowitz, who was shaken up in the first half. Ragone had a couple of nice runs in a backup role and had a nice game last week. We mentioned he had 121 yards rushing last week.
Good backup, but Sangiori's had a tough time so far, 1-9, but the 2 interceptions were big ones. One of them returned for a touchdown.
Second down and about 8. Ragone trying to get outside, not going to get there. Wayne Hills closes it down nicely. Chris Zambelli in on the tackle for the Patriots.
Zambelli's played a real solid game for Wayne Hills defensively.
By Zambelli.
Shown good ability for the open field tackles. Not much room here. Lots of jerseys in on the action. As Zambelli and also Chaz Lynn get an assist on that tackle. So 3rd down and long now. This is usually Josh Walkowitz country, his type of situation. He's not in there.
3rd down and about 7. San Giorgi looks, he throws, and it is caught. Great concentration by Kyle Roeder. He was hit as the ball was delivered. kept his concentration, made the catch, but it is short of first down yardage.
You'd expect Drew Gibbs to go for it right here. It's a 4th down and 3. The ball sits at about the 33-yard line. Take another look. Chaz Lynn with the hit, but excellent concentration, as you said, by Kyle to pull it in. So 4th down and short. Ramapo is not going to win this ball game scoring field goals, so they'll go for it right here. And this is a signature play in the ball game.
4th down and 3 from the 33-yard line. Here's the handoff to Ragone. He gets outside and he's stopped short of first down yardage. Big hit.
The QB.
Coming in, Brendan Monahan.
Brendan Monahan, outstanding two-way player. And he reads the play in a hurry, comes up and makes the hit, and the referee signals first down the other way.
Wayne Hills takes over on downs with 7:41 remaining in the third quarter. And they lead it 21-6.
Watch this, they try to go left side, but Monahan, oh man, comes up. Good strength to wrap him up. And once again, the Patriots defense holds. Ramapo, averaging 34 points a game offensively, has not found the end zone yet. 2 field goals for the Green Raiders.
What a hit in the backfield. Lynn is hit and
Fumble.
fumbles the ball. Ramapo recovers. Huge hit on Chaz Lynn, and he coughs up the football. Looked like Silverstein was the man that made the hit.
Silverstein, or could have been Salinger, 56. And Andrew's been laying some lumber in this ball game tonight. And Chris Olsen sees yet another turnover in the ball game. 4th turnover for Wayne Hills. Take a listen. Yeah. That's a football play right there by Salinger. Number 56, Andrew. 210 pounds of fury for the junior.
1st and 10 for the Green Raiders. San Giorgi looking long. He's got a man. Touchdown, no! Incomplete. Roder had it, could not hang on in the end zone.
Boy, Lou, there's certain plays in a football game where you say it's just not going to be our night. And for Ramapo, this one has got to be that play. Kyle Roder had a couple of steps. The ball was laid in perfectly. Look at San Giorgi. San Giorgi go right up to his receiver and give him a pat on the helmet and say next time. As Roder just cannot hang on, and you wonder if Brendan Monahan on the backside pursuit got a piece of it.
He might have got his hand in there and stripped that ball out of there. Good defensive play. 2nd down 10. Luca Ragone carries the football and picks up a couple of yards. Very tough running now between the tackles against this Wayne Hills defense.
It's always tough to run the way of Greg Olson. And they do that right there off a little delay. But it brings up 3rd and long. And you got to figure, this is the 2-down territory for Ramapo at the ball at the 35-yard line. They're not going to settle for field goals now.
3rd down 8 for the Green Raiders. Ramapo in the eye. Here's the flip outside. Ragone gets a good block on the corner, cuts it in, and picks up good yardage, but short of first down yardage.
Tackled by Lynn and Monahan.
Monahan and Chaz Lynn combining on the tackle.
Lou, it's still a good positive play offensively. If you're in 2-down territory and you got a 3rd down and 9, what you want to do is chew off 7 of those on the 3rd down play. That's just what they did off the toss sweep left side. So now it brings up a 4th down and short. When you got an offensive line like the Ramapo Green Raiders, with lots of experience and lots of firepower, you put your faith and your confidence in them in situations like this. Look who's back in the game.
Walkowitz gets the handoff, takes off down the sidelines, and is ridden out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A penalty flag thrown also at the tail end of the play. You might have a face mask tacked on.
Well, Josh Walkowitz is not going to get all the reps now, but he's going to get the opportunistic ones. And on 4th down, they put the ball in the
And a
hands of the
face mask at the end of
franchise.
the run on the red.
So a face mask will tack it on half the distance to the goal line. Nevertheless, though, 4th and short, Josh Walkowitz pays dividends for Ramapo right here. They are knocking at the door. Take another look off the left side. Walkowitz using the vision, and watch just the power and the thrust. Only a diving tackle keeps him out of the end zone. There's the face mask right there. Not an over-the-top face mask, but
1st and goal from the 2. Walkowitz, he goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Ramapo. A nice drive by the Green Raiders, capped off by the last 2 runs by Josh Walkowitz, who did not start here in the second half.
got to be one of the toughest guys in the state of New Jersey to stop for negative yardage. So on 1st and goal from the 1, it's going to be all Walkowitz all the time. It's an impossible situation for a defense right there. And Walkowitz takes it in, and Ramapo comes out looking like they're going to line up for 2 as they trail by 9.
Trailing 21-12, they will go for 2. Walkowitz gets the handoff, takes it off tackle, pushes ahead, and he is not in, short of the goal line. And that's significant because it makes it a 9-point game, 21-12.
And the speculation will begin too early in the ball game to go for 2, and now it leaves it a 2-score differential. Here's the play that sits it up. Oh, the lumber right there being laid by Salinger. Turnover City, 4th of the game, and then from there, a man takes it in. Josh Walkowitz gets the 6 points right here, but Drew Gibbs elects to go for 2, a 9-point lead. He tries to make it a 7, and watch Walkowitz tries to power his way through, but the Wayne Hills Patriots defense holds him short. The referees do not give him the extension of the football, and Drew Gibbs now sees his club still down by 2 scores in the ball game. If Gibbs Lou kicks the 1-pointer right there, it's an 8-point game. And then, after a touchdown, he could have tied it with a 2, but he elected to go for the 2.
So Krautman kicks off a high booming kick that sails into the end zone, and Wayne Hills will take it at the 20-yard line. They have a 21-12 lead.
What you have to love about this ball game now for Ramapo is the fact that your team responded offensively. The defense causes a turnover, the offense sticks it right into the end zone, and most importantly, time is on your side. So much time left in this ball game, 5:49 to go in the 3rd quarter. And now if you're Wayne Hills, you have to try and return the response. You have to respond to what Ramapo has just done.
The Patriots come up to the line of scrimmage in the I formation. Here's the flip outside Chaz Lynn. He hurdles one would-be tackler, and that is closed in as he picks up just about a yard or so. Chaz Lynn had a huge first half. Boy, that's just about a season for a lot of players.
An explosive first half. When you got a guy with an arsenal like Chaz Lynn with the speed, he can break off some big plays, and he broke off 3 big ones for touchdowns. If you're Wayne Hills, though, you got to know you're not going to ride off into the sunset with 21 points in this one. You might just need to score again. And there's the numbers for the Chaz man.
Monahan looks to throw over the middle. The big tight end Olsen makes the catch and dances and weaves his way for a first down. Well, we haven't seen much of Greg Olsen so far tonight. 23 receptions coming in, nearly 20 yards per catch he averages on the season. And we mentioned one of the top tight ends in the nation.
Yeah, it took over 2 quarters to get the ball in the hands of the big fella, 6'6", 250 pounds. Little tight end dump right here. And Greg Olsen works his way downfield for a first down. Only 2nd attempt they throw in the way of Greg Olsen. and we've yet to see him carry that tight end around.
Up the middle to Lynn, breaking tackles into the Ramapo secondary, and close to first down yardage.
What a job Chaz Lynn is doing. Torrin Williams, the feature back, 1,000-yard rusher for Wayne Hills, could not go tonight. That removed 12 touchdowns and 1,000 yards from the offensive picture, but Chaz Lynn has filled in admirably. And the junior, if people didn't already know, has announced it's his position next year as the feature back.
1st and 10 out of the eye. Here's a handoff to Lynn. Picks up a couple, short gain on the play.
What you're hoping if you're Wayne Hills, Lou, is that you can get Torrin Williams back and you can have a little 1-2 punch now of Torrin Williams and Chaz Lynn as you head into the postseason. Because both of those guys are game breakers. If the Thunder doesn't get you, then the Lightning will. And there's Torrin Williams right there, nursing that ankle.
You know, last week he had 163 yards, 28 carries in that Fairlawn game.
Tremendous back is Torrin Williams. And boy, that could be some combination in the postseason.
2nd down, about 8. And handoff goes to Chaz Lynn, ridden down from behind. Mike Sisler in on the tackle for Ramapo.
Brought down by Mike Sisler.
See the time, 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Lots of football to be played. Now Wayne Hills with a big 3rd down and 6.
The Patriots trying to keep this drive alive after the Green Raiders came down to score on their last drive. And we're down to 2:40 left now in the 3rd quarter.
Gotta figure somewhere along the line, Greg Olson is gonna carry the football. As Chris Olson comes out to talk to his Wayne Hills Patriots.
Timeout taken by Wayne Hills. He stopped the clock with 2:37 left here in the 3rd quarter. On this cold November evening here in northern New Jersey, and the temperature continuing to drop. But Steve Tober's down on the sidelines. He's trying to keep warm. Steve?
Lou, former defensive coordinator at Wayne Hills, Scott Santora, now the head coach, adorned in the Fort Lee colors. And defensively, some interesting situations here tonight, Coach. From a Ramapo perspective, for one, Recchione out of the lineup, adjusting the Green Raiders. It's awfully tough to lose your middle linebacker and play good defense.
Yeah, it is, but these are two great programs. They just reload. They always have the depth to keep going out there and fighting. You know, Ramapo showed you 2 years ago in the state finals when they lost their quarterback and then came back and won it on 2 touchdown passes by the backup. So, you know, you can never count either one of these teams out. No matter who gets knocked down, they're always ready to fight back. These are 2 storied programs.
And Wayne Hills, also under Chris Olson, always tough to stop in the late going, but Ramapo has answered in the last couple of years. Maybe it'll be a different story tonight.
Yeah, it might be a different story tonight. I'd really like to see Wayne Hills pull this one out tonight. You know, I'm a Wayne Hills alum and a former coach, so I'd really like to see him hold on to the ball and run the clock down and win the football game.
Well, Scott Santora, thanks for stopping by. Former Wayne Hills defensive coordinator and now the head coach at Fort Lee. Best of luck to your guys.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Back upstairs.
All right, Steve, and an incomplete pass thrown by Brendan Monahan. Got a heavy pass rush and simply threw it away, and now the Patriots will have to kick the football away.
Rotor deep for the Raiders.
And back deep for the Raiders, Kyle Rotor. End over end kick. Rotor takes it on the run, breaks one tackle, and gives Ramapo good field position. They'll start this drive at their own 38-yard line.
Great job by Rotor right there, sprinting up to the football, catching it before it hits the ground to ensure that the ball will move forward for the Ramapo Green Raiders. He lets that one bounce. It might kick back inside the 20-yard line. Comes up, catches it on the run, and they have good field position at the 37-yard line.
Twin receivers go out to the right side. One setback behind San Giorgi. That's Walkowitz. He gets the handoff, takes it up the middle, and looked like he had a little bit of a hole to get through, but then it closed up at the last minute. Mike Otterbein reached down and grabbed him from behind to prevent a big gain.
Lou, you get the feeling we might see the same strategy Ramapo came out with. Still a lot of time in the ball game, and their agenda as this ball game started was simple. They were going to go Josh Walkowitz, Josh Walkowitz, Josh Walkowitz. He carried the ball first 7 or 8 times consecutively for Ramapo, and they are still in a position with 1:46 to go in the third quarter where they don't have to abandon a ball control situation for their offense.
It's Walkowitz, yep, tonight, 98 yards. Here's the handoff to Walkowitz, and that'll put him up over 100 as he picks up about 2 or 3 on the play. Walkowitz coming in 876 yards, 6.3 average per carry, had over 1,000 yards last year, and he has been banged up all night long, but what a warrior back in there now. Looks like Silverstein is shaken up on the play.
Yeah, Silverstein, the lead blocker. Take another look as Walkowitz. You see Silverstein left side of your screen trying to kick out the blocker, doing a good job to make contact. Walkowitz goes out of bounds. Silverstein's okay. Super Dave jogging off far side of the field. As Mike San Giorgi comes back into the ball game with the play here. 3rd down and short. This is not 2-down territory, so this is a big 3rd down here for the Ramapo offense, and you got to be keyed up thinking that Walkowitz is going to get the football.
3rd down, 3 from the 45. He does get the football, puts his head down, and pushes the pile straight ahead. It'll be close to 1st down yardage. They may have to measure on this one. We'll see. And it looks like the officials indeed will call for a measurement.
Lou, if he looks like he might be a hair short or just have it by a hair, so this will be decision time. It's going to come down to a stretch of the chain. That play looked like it didn't really go anywhere, and that gives all the credit to the Ramapo offensive line. They got a good push off the ball because Walker seemed to go down pretty quickly, but that was 3rd and 3. Let's check out the stretch right here. Couple links, and they are going to be short.
Short by about a half a yard.
Boy, your own side of the field, ball at the 47-yard line, but you know the confidence of Drew Gibbs that he has in his offensive line. He thinks they could push Ramapo, Wayne Hills off the ball, and they could do just what they did right here. Just have Josh Walkowitz go straight ahead. And they are going to go for it. This is gutsy right here with 1:16 to go in the 3rd. But this is what you have when you have a dynamic, dominant offensive line as Ramapo feels they do. They're going to put their faith in the boys up front and ask Josh Walkowitz. There's going to be no secret here. Josh is going straight ahead.
Big play in the game here. 4th down, less than 1. And the Wayne Hills fans calling for defense. Hand off to Walkowitz. He's hit and dropped. Hit at the line of scrimmage and driven back. Dave Adamo and Chris Zambelli, the 2 inside linebackers, combining on the tackle.
Hey, if you're a linebacker, you know what's coming. And Dave Adamo says, I'm going to shoot the gap and take a chance. And Dave Adamo shot the right gap, and he stuffed it clean. They're going to bring the chains out once again. But this was a football play right here. Take a listen. All comes down to the spot right now, Lou. Tough ball to spot for the officials. He's short.
And the Wayne Hills defense holds. They'll take over on downs in Ramapo territory at the 47-yard line. Huge play.
That's what playing defense is all about. Making a big stop like that. So now Ramapo puts the faith back in their defense. They took a risk and it did not pay off. And now Wayne Hills with good field position at the Ramapo 47-yard line. Let's see if they can capitalize and make Ramapo pay for that risk.
1:01 on the scoreboard clock here in the third quarter. First down, Patriots. The Ramapo 47 handoff goes off tackle, and the Green Raiders pile up the play defensively, hitting hard. Chaz Lynn carried the football. He did well to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He was met by the captain, Kevin Donlin, number 6.
No gain on the play.
Donlin coming off the left side of that defense. Senior linebacker filled it up in a hurry. Actually lost a yard, so Donlin puts the offense of Wayne Hills in a 2nd down and 11.
Down to 20 seconds left in the third. Andrew Bucci goes in motion. He gets the football, and he loses about 3 yards on the play. Ramapo had it diagnosed nicely. Kyle Tinsley on the play. And that will end the first quarter. The third quarter, excuse me. At the end of 3, the score is Wayne Hills 21, Ramapo 12. It was defense, the story of the third quarter for the Ramapo Green Raiders.
Could you tell me where the Blackstone building is?
Rack-Attack Smokestar Shabibo.
A speech, language, or hearing problem can make you feel like a stranger in your own country. For more on communication disorders and where to find help, call the American Speech Language Hearing Association.
You're watching Cablevision local programming. TV that's close to home.
Fourth quarter begins. Wayne Hills with a 21-12 lead over Ramapo, who came into tonight's action having won 23 consecutive games. That streak is on the line here. Here's a handoff to Chaz Lynn, who carries the football, picks up maybe 2 yards on the carry. It'll be 4th down for Wayne Hills, and they'll drop back into punt formation. Brendan Monahan will kick it. Ramapo, a heavy rush, line drive kick that Roeder takes, and good coverage by the Patriots.
Boy, Sean Nixon and Ramapo put a big rush on the punter and nearly got there in time. But once again, Lou, give the Ramapo defense some credit right there. They helped the coach out. They took a chance to not get the big first down. Wayne Hills had super field position at the Ramapo 47, and the defense held, taking them on a 3 and out. That's your defense answering the call for you.
So Ramapo takes over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line, and there's a look at some of the fans. A lot of Giant fans right there in that picture.
You can tell November football, right? That's got November football written all over. People are bundled up, but they came out in numbers here on a Saturday night in Wayne for a big-time matchup.
Handoff, Walkowitz. Nowhere to go. Wayne Hills plays it very well. Walkowitz ran into a wall of maroon jerseys. A loss of about 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
Dan Solari and the boys, Captain Dan, has had a good ball game tonight.
Now keep in mind, Ramapo needs 2 scores to take the lead in this game. They're down by 9 points, so they need to get a score fairly quickly here. Still 10:50 remaining in the game, but not a quick strike type of offense. Here's the handoff. Walkowitz, he's caught behind the line of scrimmage and dropped. Another big play by Dan Solari, the senior defensive end.
Dan stepping up on this series, and he stops Walkowitz cold, losing big yardage right there. So Drew Gibbs will see his club now and a 3rd down and long. And these are not the situations they want to be in. Check it out, left side of your screen. Fights off the blocker, wraps up the ball carrier. Cannot do it any better than that, Danny Boy.
3rd and 16. San Giorgi comes up to the line of scrimmage, looks over that Wayne Hills defense. He is straight back to throw. Steps up, gets away from the pressure, now hit as he delivers, incomplete. Intended for Chris Arnold over the middle. But San Giorgi was really harassed back there and had to hurry his throw.
Good job by the coverage team, too, for Wayne Hills. San Giorgi had a little time at the onset, but then the rush would catch up to him. He threw it. Take another look. He's got some time here, but he waits and waits. Now the rush will catch up to him. Underthrows it. Even if the intended receiver was able to hang on to that ball, he was short of the first down, was Chris Arnold.
High snap, Roeder corrals it and gets off a pretty good kick. Ball bounces away from Bucci, and all in all, a good job by Kyle Roeder as Wayne Hills will take over at their own 42-yard line.
Yeah, good job by Roeder to get it off, and you saw Wayne Hills was fair catching that ball all the way. Little communication break there by the receivers, and the ball will roll 10 yards positively for Ramapo. So a good net gain there for Ramapo on a play that had disaster written all over it.
Wayne Hills takes over. They lead it 21-12. Both teams coming into the game 7-0 on the season. And you know, we should mention also a division title on the line tonight, the Northern Bergen Interscholastic League.
Number 1 seed, oh so important. You could assure yourself 2 home playoff games and possibly a state final on your field.
Chaz Lynn upended behind the line of scrimmage. Ryan Williams, the safety, who had 21 tackles coming into tonight's action, came up with a big play there.
Yeah, Williams pinching. Comes up and catches up to Chaz in the secondary. You see Williams right side of your screen. Good burst. And textbook right there. Takes the feet of the Chaz man out. A loss of 2 brings up a second down on about 12. Wayne Hills would love to move the chains a couple times here and pick up a couple first downs. Chew some clock.
Lost 2 on that last play. Second down and 12. Ball back at the 42-yard line. Down to 9 minutes remaining, fourth quarter. Now whistle.
A little confusion on the offensive side of the ball for Wayne Hills. So the senior QB, Brandon Monahan, says, let's get it right, calls a TO. And Chris Olson heads out to talk to his troops. So
Wayne Hills with a 9-point lead. They'll talk it over. Ramapo, we mentioned 7-0. Their next game will actually be a playoff game on November 16th. They have 1 regular season game left. That'll be November 29th against Indian Hills. Here's the MSGnetwork.com top 10 here in the tri-state area.
Let's run through it, Lou. Don Bosco Prep, Greg Toll's club right at the top, beat St. Joe's 34-0. Can you believe that? Friday night. Greenwich, Connecticut 8-0. The Cardinals versus Trinity next. They won 54-13. Next, they have New Canaan, who's undefeated. Then Staples. How about St. Anthony's of Long Island? Number 3, they play St. Francis tomorrow. Bergen Catholic wins. Freddie Stengel moves to 6-1. St. Peter's Prep is 8-0. Poly Prep moves to 7-1. Staples is 8-0. Del Barton is 7-1. Fairfield Prep is 8-0, and Ramapo, you saw number 10, their place is clearly in jeopardy.
Wayne Hills saying, hey, what about us? We want to get into that top 10, and right now they lead it 21-12.
Yeah, well, Chris Olson's club love to see themselves on the MSG poll. Mike Quick, of course. Pull up MSGnetwork.com. You could voice your opinion on the poll. Give some words to Mike Quick. See all's analysis of all's top 10 teams. And as Ramapo, their place at number 10 is clearly in jeopardy. If you know Chris Olson, all that kind of poll stuff is nice, but they're looking to win the whole kit and caboodle. Perfect season would suit them just fine here in Wayne.
Well, their eyes, of course, are on a sectional championship. 5 years in a row they've been in, but they've lost all 5. And, you know, they want to get the job completed this year. Here's the handoff. It goes up the middle. Chaz Lynn carries. Picks up just a couple. And Wayne Hills will have to punt the football away. Ramapo defense has done an excellent job here in the second half.
Yeah, David Cast. David Cass, a 6'2", 245-pound sophomore. Oh, love to see them 10th graders at 6'2", 240, putting some hits on the field.
A line drive kick that takes a great Wayne Hills roll. It rolls dead at the 11-yard line. So Ramapo will have a long way to go, trailing by 9. Let's go down to Steve Tober.
Thanks, guys. We're with a couple of the teachers from Wayne Hills, Carla and Kathy. And guys, the Patriots have the spirit tonight, don't they, Carla?
Absolutely. They are so excited, and we are so excited. Go, Patriots!
Kathy, what's it been like in school for the kids this week and ready for this almighty game?
Very exciting. I think they've known that this is going to be the toughest team they're going to face. If they make it here, I think they're going to go all the way.
Make it. We're going to go all the way. We're going to go all the way.
Go Patriots!
Go Patriots!
Carla, what about this Chaz Lynn, Johnny Lynn's son, who's had the game of his life here tonight?
He's wonderful. He's a nice young man, and I'm really happy that he's doing as well as he is today. Great opportunity.
Yep.
I know his sister would love to be here.
Well, Carla and Kathy, teachers at Wayne Hills, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Oh, we will. Thank you. Go Patriots!
Let's send it back upstairs.
All right, Steve, here's a long throw, incomplete, intended for Chris Arnold down the sideline. Everyone fired up for this game.
Hey,
even
man,
the teachers.
you see where the enthusiasm starts for Wayne Hills, man, right at the faculty. Gotta love that. Teachers fired up for the game. Drew Gibbs. We mentioned before that Ramapo had a lot of time in the ball game, Lou, but now 8 minutes left in the fourth. Time is now starting to become an issue for the Green Raiders as they trail by 2 scores. They don't have to go the whole field. We mentioned Rick Krautman, how good he is. If they could slice 3 points off this lead, it would be a manageable situation for them.
Second down, 10. Clock stopped with 8:06 remaining. San Giorgi back to throw. He's hit as he releases. He really got slammed. And again, it's Dan Solari, the defensive end, who's had a whale of a game tonight for the Patriots.
Dan is really bringing it right now off the right side of that defense. And if you're Ramapo, you got to start thinking about giving them guys some help over there, because Solari, he is finding some room and attacking the ball carrier. Don't have to pile up sacks to be efficient. And Solari there with that big pressure.
Third down, 10. 10 receivers go left side. San Giorgi has it stripped away by Olsen. Big defensive play.
Well, when you become predictable, the defense can just pin their ears back and come. Third down and 10, you know they got to throw the football. So Greg Olsen just lets it rip. This time he comes off the left side, and that is just pure trouble for Ramapo. Olsen would get another sack on the season.
It's amazing that San Giorgi was able to hang on to the football. Looked like it might have been knocked out of there by Olsen, but he kept possession. It's a short kick, and it looks like it might have hit a Ramapo player, but
yeah, they'll mark it where it hit the foot of the Ramapo player. Wayne Hills will take over. Excellent field position. And for Olsen, his 12th sack of the year. As Ramapo defensively, give him credit offensively with their troubles, but give Wayne Hills credit right there. They were coming with the rush and put pressure on the QB. And Drew Gibbs knows this game is getting late in a hurry, down 9 points. He doesn't have the ball, 7 minutes left.
Here's that punt again, and you can see there it hits the Ramapo player's foot. That was number 34, Mike Sisler. As you mentioned, Jim, the Wayne Hills defense has pressured San Giorgi all night. And they've registered 3 sacks, but above those 3 sacks, they've just been in his face all night. High formation, Chaz Lynn gets the handoff, goes off tackle, short pickup on the play. But the meter is moving. 7 minutes remaining in the game. (21-12). Wayne Hills on top, trying to break a 3-game losing streak to Ramapo and trying to break Ramapo's overall 23-game winning streak. Now flag flies, and this could be delay of game.
Delay of game on the offense.
So that'll move them back 5. And Wayne Hills now looking at a 2nd down and 13.
Got to be careful. Don't want to play too non-aggressive here. Still 6:24 to go in the ball game. Now you got a 2nd down and about 13.
7th penalty of the night for Wayne Hills. Brendan Monahan keeps the football himself. He'll lose another yard or 2. Again, in on the play, Ryan Williams. Strong safety for Ramapo.
Good play by Monahan, though. Once he saw there was nothing there, just get down. Don't run this ball out of bounds. As you see Monahan, they'll go play action off the fake inside. There's your fake, taking you right inside here. And then Monahan goes right down. Wayne Hills quickly up to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, 14. Patriots in the eye, and on the draw play they give it to Lynn. Chaz Lynn carries. And he gets across the 35-yard line, but that is well short of 1st down yardage.
Interesting position here for Chris Olson. Ball is spotted at the 34-yard line. So you're asking your punter, Monahan, to be accurate here.
Monahan has 6 kicks inside the 20-yard line this year, and he tries to nail it and does. What a great job by Monahan, and good coverage. Downs it at about the 3-yard line.
All comes down to the bounce of the football. Monahan airs one out. Not the spot you want it to bounce on the 3-yard line. Chances are it's going to bounce into the end zone, but not on this night. This night seems to be going the way of the Wayne Hills Patriots. Watch the bounce this football takes. You know, 8 out of 10, maybe 9 out of 10 times, this ball's going to carry into the end zone. But look at this one. Takes a hard right turn and just rolls into play at about the 3. What a bounce for the Patriots.
1st and 10, Ramapo at their own 3-yard line. Wolkowitz trying to get outside, takes on a tackler, puts his head down, puts his shoulder down, and runs over Bucci, picks up good yardage.
What you've done, if you're Wayne Hills, you've taken Ramapo out of their element. You've pinned them deep now in the 4th quarter. You're making them go the whole field. You're putting them in long 2nd and 3rd down situations, passing situations. They want to control the football and run number 7. Josh Wolkowitz up and down the field, 7 yards, 6 yards, 5, 10, 12. But right now they don't have the time to do that. Plus the situations have not been there for them. Wayne Hills has done a good job taking the Ramapo offense out of their rhythm.
2nd down and about 6 or so. Wolkowitz trying to get outside. Chaz Lynn makes the defensive play. And Wolkowitz is shaken up on the play. He hops off the field.
Had the ankle problems earlier. Like a warrior, Josh Wolkowitz came back out. Well, that play right there is going to signal the end of his night. And this doesn't look good. Tough kid like that. You can see him, hands over his head. Take another look at the play. Oh, man, the ankle turns under there. That looked like the right ankle right there. Oh, man, you hate to see this, Lou. Oh, yeah, the ankle's just turning under. Gosh. So Josh Walkowitz being attended to over the left side as they pick him up on the sidelines. And, man, hopefully he can get back onto the field to play this season. That did not look like a good injury for Josh Walkowitz.
No, our thoughts are with him. Hopefully it'll turn out to be okay, but it does not look good. Third down. And Georgie in the end zone. He's sacked, and that'll be a safety. And again, it's Dan Solari. What a second half he's played defensively.
What a night for Thunder Dan, number 58. He led the charge for the Patriots tonight, making all kinds of plays. If there's a defensive game ball, it's going to number 58. What a game for Danny Solari, man. This is one he will look back on for years to come. It was his night. Watch him come like a house of fire. He says this time put 2 points in the book for Thunder Dan.
The safety makes it 23-12. And now Ramapo will have a free kick. They'll kick it off from the 20-yard line. And with 3:16 remaining in the game, that should have sealed it.
Chaz Lynn is deep for the Patriots.
Good portion of the big crowd that's on hand tonight begins to make its way towards the exits.
So you got to watch the onside kick here. As Krautman, that appears what he'll do.
And it's caught.
The long arm of the law.
Olsen, Greg Olsen makes the catch. And Wayne Hills will take over in Ramapo territory.
Well, Greg Olsen doesn't play in a prolific passing offense, but he's being recruited as a tight end, and you saw the snatch he put on that ball right there. Interesting side story about Greg Olsen. The Michigan quarterbacks coach was in to visit Wayne Hills this week. The compliment he paid to Greg Olsen, he said he has the best hands he's seen at the high school level this year in any position receiving. Wide receivers, tight end, anybody, he said, this is the best hands I've seen in the nation.
Chaz Lynn breaks away momentarily and spins ahead for about 3 or 4. And now timeout taken. Ramapo stops the clock with 3:06 left in the fourth quarter.
And Lou, the Wayne Hills kick line. We got to alert the guys to the track. The super kick line is coming out. The victory kick line. Look at the size of this one.
And the celebration begins.
All levels of cheerleaders out there. The dance team, the cheerleaders, the youngsters. And for Drew Gibbs, looks like he'll taste his first defeat as a head coach. Took him 20 games. But you know they'll regroup. Still only down 11 points. Can't say it's impossible, but it's not looking good with 3:06. They would need something miraculous to happen in this ball game.
Well, if you're the Ramapo defense here, you got to think turnover. You got to be looking to strip the ball somehow and come up with a big defensive play.
I mean, turnovers, you know, Chris Olsen will say, boys, we turned the ball over 4 times tonight. That cannot happen. Not too often. You'll turn the ball over 4 times in a ball game and be in control as they are. Up by 11 points, as you see, 2:50 to go.
Chaz Lynn on the carry, Salinger and Ryan Williams on the tackle. And the Green Raiders call for another timeout. They stop the clock with 2:56 left.
Well, for these Ramapo seniors, Lou, they will draw upon the year 2000 when they came in here only to lose 24-21 in this very same game. But then it would be just a month later where in the state final, the section final, they would beat Wayne Hills and avenge that loss. They would beat them 14-7 in the final and be declared state champs. So this game does not end your season by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, you're not going to have the #1 seed. You're not going to play a state final in your building. You might have lost the battle, but Drew Gibbs will tell his boys the war is yet to come. And for Chris Olson and the Patriots, it's another step towards the ultimate destination for Wayne Hills, and that's a state final. Sure, they've lost 5 in a row, but don't forget 3 of those 5 have been by 7 points or less. They've had fourth quarter leads slip away. But this team has had a knack for finishing teams off and playing big-time fourth quarters and closing teams out. That might be the characteristic that's going to carry the Patriots to the title in this, the year 2002.
Chaz Lynn carried the football and picks up short yardage. It'll bring up a 4th down, and Ramapo calls timeout. That should be their last timeout here in this second half. They stopped the clock at 2:49 remaining in the game. Well, again, Ramapo down by 11. We'll try to stop Wayne Hills here, and then most likely try to go upstairs. They'll try to go up top, see if they can come up with a big play. However, you know, 4th down here, if Wayne Hills gets a 1st down here, that should do it.
Yeah, the clock will be in motion. So Drew Gibbs took over from Mike Mielo a year ago. And the one thing that impressed Drew Gibbs, he said when he found out about Ramapo, the relationship they had between hard work and winning, he did not have to change anybody's attitude to Ramapo. That was established.
Monahan on a bootleg, takes it outside, spinning. Close to 1st down yardage, but it looks like he might be about a yard short. And it appears that Ramapo will take over on downs. At their own 22-yard line with 2:43 left in the 4th. Mike Sangiorgi comes up to the line of scrimmage with twin receivers to the right side. He's looking that way, and it's nearly picked off. Great defensive coverage. Looked like Monahan was the man who got his hands on the ball. He almost picked it.
Well, the secondary now knows what's coming. If you're Wayne Hills, you're thinking just don't let anybody get behind us. Don't give them a quick score here. Make them earn it.
And that kind of a pass, even if it was complete, that's not going to do it for the Green Raiders. They've got to go up top and down deep. Georgie looks to throw, steps up, now he's going to go down. Again, the pressure by Wayne Hills too much, and again it's Dan Solari on the sack.
Icing on the cake for number 5'8". When you become predictable on offense, you got guys just firing off the ball. They know what's coming. Once the pump fake comes, Thunder Dan comes calling.
San Giorgio throws over the middle, and it's incomplete, intended for Kyle Roeder. It'll bring up a 4th down, and the clock is stopped with 2:08 left. There's Mike Sangiorgi, gets the play from the sideline. This is one of those plays where the coaches say, get the 1st down. straight back to throw. Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by Chaz Lynn. There's a flag down in the secondary. Lynn running around, and he'll go down.
And Chaz Lynn, I guess you could call it a gesture of sportsmanship. He was looking to take a knee after he caught that ball. But Lou, the worst sight you'll see for Ramapo is on the far side of the field, Josh Walkowitz making his way to the ambulance. He's walking on crutches down the track as he'll go to the hospital for x-rays. And you can only hope that Josh Walkowitz still has some football left in him in 2002. But, brother, it does not look good.
You see the penalty call against Wayne Hills, but as we mentioned, that is the worst part of this loss. Ramapo is going to lose the game, but they're also going to lose their best player. Hopefully not for an extended period of time. San Giorgi looking to throw, and it is intercepted. Chaz Lynn picks it off on the overthrown pass, and now Wayne Hills will take over with 1:33 left.
I guess that's the way the story goes. Chaz Lynn started this night and finishes it off. Chaz Lynn will remember this game for a long time. They always knew the potential he had as a junior. But when Torrin Williams couldn't go, Chris Olsen said, we're not going to lose much with Chaz Lynn, and boy, was he right. Chaz Lynn, a virtuoso performance.
Wayne Hills calls timeout with 1:33 left. And the Wayne Hills coaching staff just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page as to what they want to do here.
I'm sure Chris Olsen might even mention, guys, let's not do anything stupid here. We got the game won, no silly turnovers. Let's go out like gentlemen. We're going to see these guys again. Don't give them any bulletin board fodder. We have greater goals for this season than just this ball game. We came in as men. Let's go out as men and leave it at that. But for Monahan and for Greg Olsen and the boys, this is step number one. You know they were playing this first portion of their season leading up to this game, thinking about this game in the back of their minds. They know it's probably round one. Well, round one is going to go to Wayne Hills.
Monahan takes a knee, and Ramapo, of course, cannot stop the clock as the clock ticks down. Under 1:30 now left in the game, and Wayne Hills is on its way to victory number 8. They'll go to 8-0 on the year. For Ramapo, their first loss of the season. They'll drop to 7-1, and their 23-game winning streak will come to an end.
And both these teams will not even think about the sectional final where they could meet as the number 1 and 2 seeds, because they know they have 2 rounds of playoffs to go before that. State playoffs start in New Jersey November 14th. That's where the true journey will begin. But round 1 goes to the Patriots as it did in the year 2000. Round 2 is undecided and up for grabs. We'll see if we get to round 2, but for now, the Patriots reign supreme.
The big story for Wayne Hills tonight, the play of Chaz Lynn on both sides of the ball. A brilliant first half. And in the second half, defensively, they just did a terrific job at the line of scrimmage. Dan Solari heading up that defensive pressure against the passing game of Ramapo. And that'll do it. We're down to 10 seconds. The big celebration begins here in Wayne, New Jersey. A huge win for the Patriots. The final score, Wayne Hills 23, Ramapo 12.
Lots of respect out on that field right now. These guys know each other. They've, in essence, grown up together on the football fields. The Franklin Lakes Recreational Leagues, the Wayne PAL Leagues. Lots of respect out there. These guys know they might just meet again There's no showboating. There's no showing each other up out there. Just good old-fashioned sportsmanship and hard-fought game. But this one is a night that belongs to Wayne Hills. They got an explosive first half out of Chaz Lynn. They got a big-time defensive performance out of the boys on the defensive side of the ball. Most notably, number 58 in your program, Dan Solari. A real complete victory for Wayne Hills.
Let's go down to Steve Tober, who has our player of the game. Steve?
Chaz Lynn, a coming out party for you. 3 picks tonight, 1 for a touchdown. How about the end of the first half? You guys might be running out the clock in some people's mind. Tell us about that touchdown run, 76 yards to end the first half.
Yeah, it was a blast. Like, I just saw a big hole and went for it. I hope nobody caught me. Nobody did, so I did my thing today, you know.
I was looking for your dad here tonight. Where's he heading up there, Johnny Lynn?
I don't know. I don't ever know, but
he's got to be enjoying this game.
Yeah, he probably is.
How about the defensive effort by all you guys tonight, stopping the Ramapo offense really for most of the evening?
Yeah, we stepped it up big time. We picked up our game because last week we had some slip-ups and stuff, so we stepped up our game this week. So we knew we had to because it's a good team right here.
When you went to sleep last night, did you ever dream of a game like this? No. 3 touchdowns, 206 yards unofficially?
Nah. I just, hey, I'm going to run, see what I can get. It turned out pretty good, though, huh?
You're probably going to see these guys in another month. You realize that?
Oh, yeah. Yep, it'll be a game just like this. High intensity and stuff.
Well, Chaz Lynn, you did it tonight. 3 interceptions, 1 for a touchdown, and a great job, 200 yards rushing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Chaz Lynn with a game of his life this evening and more to come, perhaps, from the Patriot Junior. Let's send it back upstairs.
All right, Steve, and the quote of the game, Chaz Lynn said, turned out pretty good, huh?
Hell yeah. Pretty good, I'll say. 3 and 3 for the Chaz man dude. 3 picks, 3 TDs. He was the story. Good to see you, Lou, as always.
Same here, Jim, and a big win for Wayne Hills. They win it by the score of 23-12. For Steve Tober, Jim Cavallo, and our entire crew did an outstanding job here tonight. Once again, the final score, Wayne Hills 23 and Ramapo 12.
You're watching Cablevision local programming, TV that's close to home.